stand up then. Voila. That'd be liked. So, because anybody would have seen the deck. Oh, woody. Nobody would have seen the deck. Let me go grab it quick. Oh, it looks good. Yeah, it looks real good. But I tried to thicken the mountains up a little bit. So, but this light is so flickery. I apologise for that. So yeah, it's got texture of water. It's not really doing it justice. When I have a better camera, it should do, but I'm pretty stoked with that. It's pretty hard to get the circles of it because I'm using the wrong cutting tool. Fucking hell, I can't speak today, man. Pretty sweet. Anyway, what time is it? Wake up slowly this morning, I guess. Brilliant fucking countdown, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, right. That is cheated as shit. Keep your magic well done. Blame everything else but me. My ability to fingerboard. What's going on with my fucking hair? That with. Anywho, so yeah, this is not finished yet. It's the start of the engraving of the deck. And I've got clouds and stuff up there. They're a bit off so far, but not too bad, not too bad. And then obviously this is the other one. I'm going to leave this one wood. Where are the other boards gone? Oh, they're down in bed. So yeah, at 10:30 I'll be coming off just for a little bit. I'll be going to the shop because we've got the oven back in again so we can bake. Thank you, I appreciate that. These are my actual heat transfer ones. I made the fingerboards too. This one's glow in the dark. What's that? I want to watch that movie. I got to watch Scary Movie 7. I'm so excited for that. They started to really not get that good. I wonder why. Because they were directed by the Weinstein brothers. It's not even a case of allegedly. They actually did that, didn't they? Man. Bear with. I'm convinced this is just like sawdust and shit I'm breathing in. Struggling to breathe. Fuck this, I'm hooping. good sawdust everywhere, to be honest. Well, I love making obstacles. Like I want to make like a little DIY spot. Fuck's sakes. Blue ribbon to the rescue. Anyway, hope it was a good Friday. I'm noticing I get a tickly throat when I try and talk for a long time about eating anything. It's fucking weird. But I drink endless amounts of glasses of water, it just doesn't soothe my throat. This is honestly too nice. Not finished yet. By a long shot. Got to try and get these rounder. Even if it means thickening it out. You can see the texture of the water. They try to thicken the mountains out a little bit by side bits. Good chip. Ugh, come on. This is my warm up there, so. Ooh. Right, can I even switch all the out? I can. That's so good I can get today. We'll take it. Honestly, fingerboarding is so fun, bro. It's just getting funner and funner the more I learn. Arguably, I would say skateboarding was just fun off the bat, straight away. I think cruising around, even that was just fun. Ooh. The fuck was that? Should we call that a tail or a nose slide? I don't know, it landed between both. No, I have to clip that. That was actually clean as shit. Some of them I am clipping. 100%. And at the moment where my phone's broke, I'm having to deal with the iPad, which is better than nothing. But the quality's pretty nice. And the screen's so stretched out. Oh, right. That might help a little bit. Sliding all over the shop, really. No, it's cheap shit. Oh, I can't do it. You have to do it at speed, otherwise I'm like not so blunted. Maybe a bit more blunted. I really need to get this net here. Obviously, as I say, I don't say every day, but where I've had my injuries, fingerboarding was a nice, easy way to be able to like kind of do the tricks-ish. I know it's not doing them to the same level, but enjoy skating for what it is still, like the tricks and practicing and being creative without actually injuring myself. Because I mean, I know people say by gear, but I'm already permanently injured, so like I can't skate like I used to, and I know I never will be able to. And this is actually helping me be okay with that, I guess. Being a lifesaver, I've had other people saying the same thing on a live with similar injuries. I mean, I still skate, obviously. I will skate more as the summer rolls. Oh, fuck you. Maybe I want the sunglasses or something. I don't know. I don't know why. It's just what I find fun about fingerboarding. It's the idea of being able to just skate anything. But I don't know what I'm, you know, about from like it's kind of thing like a. No, I'm not about to that. It's one of these ones. And then click out. I don't know. Be creative. It's like I used to love seeing architecture. I know you shouldn't do this, but especially places where you can skate, more like Barcelona, and you just see like a random little hip, like or like a fire hydrant as well. And they're doing like a natter spin on it. Can you do one of those? I've got a fire hydrant. Yeah, that ain't staying down for shit. I guess it could potentially. It's being creative with stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's what the whole point of like. And I don't see like people see their little fingers as skaters. As a skater, I don't see that. I mean, I guess it could be a way to like if you could make a miniature spot and like practice it, but not obviously muscle memory practice it. But you kind of figure out how the ball flips because it is very similar. It is very similar. You're just obviously using a completely different part of your body. It's essentially pressure and angles. Tell you what, I want to go and skate again. It's South Bank. I haven't been there for years. It's like my favourite. Like, I know people think it's pretty blind, but as a street skater, I really like it. Especially because where I can get hot, it's under shelter. It's quite nice. Mostly off of camera, like, yeah. That was way too blunt. I don't know what happened, like, I just switch flipped yesterday, they're just gone. I don't know where they went away to. Anyway, come, I don't know, 9:30. I'm going to finish engraving this a bit more. It's so rough because it was freehand. My printer's not working. Actually, to be fair, saying I should check today. But that's just what's been one thing after another. I keep pushing on. Literally, phone broke 4 times in the last 3 months. Technically 3 times, but I broke the screen twice in the space of a week. I've never been so clumsy before. It just started to rain again. Bro, this is just endless rain. How is it June? Do you know what I mean? It's nearly summertime. This is right. Thank you, I appreciate that, bro. I literally make my own decks, skateboards and skateboards and fingerboards. Wait, where's the fucking... Let me go get my actual board, because that's engraved. Because I'm the sort of person that my printer's not working to print the graphics on. I've also made these unique shapes. One shaped like a lighter. And I've got a store as well, by the way. Yeah, these two, I'm going to give this one more coating today. It's glow in the dark board. And then this one as well go up. It just needs coating of polyurethane. and our skate rule. I am going to be doing like just art decks as well, so I've got to cover some of this up. It's not fully finished yet, but this one's like engraved and stained. That one won't go on the store because some of my old decks was just practice. And then yeah, this one. But the Dremel tool I've got is literally a diamond-headed like circle tool bit, so I'm having to like the circles. It's not like a pointy part where I can draw it perfectly and like Dremel it, engrave it, whatever. I'm having to. That's why there's some overhangs, but I can actually probably use that to thicken out some and make it look more like a shadow. And then obviously I'm not going to stain the whole board, but I'm staining the cracks just to make it a little more burnt. Add some more clouds in there. There's also these rays that kind of go dotted through the clouds. You can't see them because I haven't engraved them yet. More clouds up here. And there's another border done back there. Oh shit. Oh no. Jesus is screaming. Christ. I'll be chilling up there. I'm blessing the skates out. Well, fingerboards. I really want another word for fingerboarding because you know you've got skating. You can't obviously say the other thing. That it sounds sus. So we need another word for it. Tabletop sesh. But this sounds like something else as well. That's like just having a party. Do you get what I mean? Not a good party, but. So short now. Ooh. Whoa. I want to land primo and get my rail flip out. I'm trying to get it kick flip, no, nollie flip console on this. So difficult. Yay! I totally landed that. I need to figure out as well, over the space of a week, what happened to my switch flips. Dark side, rod and melon shit. I'm doing like some weird variable shit. Oh. We'll take it. Nose manual, nollie flip out. What the fuck? Yeah, it's going to take me a while today, unfortunately. As soon as I'm kind of shop at like 10:30, and as soon as it gets to that time, I'm going to end up getting it on point, and then I come back and I lose it again. It's just typical. It's funny because shove-its and shit I find harder than kick flips and varials and stuff. Why? Like, that's my shove-it. That's it. That's all I can do. Sometimes then I even miss it. How the fuck? Oh, actually, do you know what? So now, wait. Combine that with a pot. Okay, I shouldn't say anything. Take the bait out, right? Because this is 360. Yeah. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Wait, any? See, unfortunately, at the moment, I'm sorry, I didn't. The comments I popped, they're a fucking nightmare on this on my iPad. They don't pop up all the time, and then when they do, they pop up briefly, and then they don't stay there. So I just feel like there's no chat. I forget. I don't know why it doesn't. It's got a wider screen. You'd think it would have it on the iPad, but on the phone, it might then have an option to push them to the side. But I can't seem to keep the chat open. But yeah, no, the only ones. I don't know how long it's been since you've been on, but I haven't had any wood for a while. Only other than this deck, which I've engraved. I haven't finished engraving yet. And if people saw the tool I'm using, it's actually a bloody nightmare. It's a circle head diamond cutting tool. So one, it does go deep sometimes and I need it to. I've lost the only other piece I've got. 1 second. Fuck. It's like a nail polish. You know, like the stones, the polishing stones on one, which is just not cutting it. Literally. So this is one of the boards I've done. Don't know how long it's been. I mean, it's honestly so many people coming through. Like, there's like 50 people. I have to cover some of that. That's engraved and stained. And then the tree's actually got actual like texture of bark. And then these 2 decks as well, which I'm going to be adding within the next week, I think. This one needs another coating. It's glow in the dark. If you can't see what it is, it's an X-ray of a ball going up that's gone up someone's ass. And once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. I just think it's fucking hilarious. But it's so bright that if you're skating at night time, you will see it glowing off the floor. Especially if you've got like more reflective surface, because it's literally not just using it. It's 2 kind of. I'm using 2 things to make it glow. There's a layer of something, and then also paint. And obviously spray, but it's a heat transfer graphic too, so it took a little bit longer, but I wanted it to glow like the other boards, like this one. They glow in the dark. I'm okay, bro. I appreciate it, but I don't need that. I get this, it doesn't sound like massive anyway, I just get a subscriber for not having to break my voice today. I've got a bit of a sore throat anyway. Maybe not. If that's what someone's going to follow me for, then my point is I don't really want a subscriber. I'd rather people follow me because they like my art, or they like fingerboarding, or they want to be part of the community. Now, if I showed this one before as well, I don't want that shaped like a lighter. Surprisingly, it has a good pop. Lightweight. That's actually quite fun. Can you see a little sharp on it, or flip? That's harsh. Oh, fuck off then. It's not much, but I was going to do ones that are like hexagon shape as well, and different ends and tails, noses and bits and bobs. Quite painful. Top right. Oh wait, can you switch? Literally, there is literally 3 dots saying top messages. Top. Yeah, I've got this top chat on if that's what you mean. Yeah, it was literally so stupid. I can't post it proper short on my iPad either. But I post it as a long form, but then it realises I don't know how to describe it. If someone has an iPad and I post a video on YouTube, it doesn't have an option to post a short or a long length video. It just has, yeah, it just says like at mention. It acts like it's a normal length video. It posts it in that section first under videos, but then it goes over to the shorts. It's honestly fucking weird. I can't wait to get a new phone. I'm literally not paying any more money into that one though. It's just 4 times in 3 months. I've never done technically 3 times, but one of those times it was like it still made the screen not work properly. I'd have to keep closing the phone for a sec and then turn it back on because it was like the buttons were like moving. Like, I'd type here and it'd be up here. So I don't know what's happening to it. It's probably just leaking or something inside anyway. So yeah, I'm going good. Today's alright. I mean, day's barely began yet. But how's your day? I'm half asleep, to be honest. Do you like cars? No. I like cars, but I mean, I'm not really too phased, to be honest with you. More the skate. Like, I don't know. I know a lot. There's someone I know who loves skating. I love cars too, but they would argue say skating's kind of all consuming too. I mean, it really is. Because I know people like, you know, joyriding and flipping racing and to know everything about cars, but I'm like, to a degree, cars kind of run themselves. You just control them. I'm not like digging at any bit. It's why I kind of like skateboard that anyone could drive, but not everybody could skate. And I wanted to do something not everybody could do, to be honest with you, because I feel like it's nice to be unique. It's nice to have your own thing and do your own thing. So I kind of drifted away from cars quite a bit because of how many like growing up like lads, especially in the UK, the amount of fucking kids that are just car lads is kind of. I'd probably argue say there's probably more than there is in the States, just like in smaller areas because there's literally like car meets where you got like car parks just full. Like, so it's almost like every single person of that age in that village who drives. It's like wild. So I mean, if you found everybody who drove in one town in America, it'd be a crazy amount of people. So because obviously I'm doing it on like relative to size. If you get what I'm saying, I'm still brain's still not worked out today, but yeah. I don't really give a shit about cars. So I'm like, cool, you can drive them fast, but like you can't really, because then if you do, you just potentially get nicked or get a fine. It's shit. Yeah, innit? I mean, don't get me wrong. Nothing against people who like cars. I think it's good to have a passion and a hobby into anything, as long as you're not harming anybody. But please don't just spam $2 because you're not sending shit. Do you know why? Because I don't have a monetization thing on here. I love when people try. I go into a blunt, nollie blunt. That's not what I wanted. I always want to get into a nose blunt, nose blunt. I'm good. I don't even think I could backflip anymore. I would just land on my head. Even with all the height to clear it, I probably would just stop rotating and then be like, oh shit. And then it'd happen in slow-mo as well. It happened being a skater. I have no idea what that is, bro. Oh. I personally don't like Masters, so I'm going to go with the BMW. I really just don't like Masters. Don't care. It's like somebody says to me, I want a Bugatti or like an i8, right? I don't know, an Aventador or an i8. Actually, no, I can't. That's a bad example. I love Aventadors. It's so nice. That is like a dream car. Just because it's a dream car, I still never get it. Because even if I like, well, I'm self-employed, I've got a business, but I still probably run around in a shitty little Nissan Micra. Probably a lot easier, cheaper. I'm going to slap you at my balls. The balls is slapped. Yeah, no, it's not. That's like a slappy to a degree, isn't it? But it's just so high up. Well, that was a slappy. It was like a wall ride slappy because I didn't actually technically pop. Oh, I want to get into a 50-50 like that. I know I'm technically cheating a little bit. There's a little pop, like a little pop, but it's not one like that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to casually. Oh, whatever. I want to get an overcrook. There's sometimes over there down the train, I just stopped on the rail and I was like, wait, what? In shock. And then I finished the trick off. I'm like, wow, way to ruin the trick. Like, I just want them to keep. If I hadn't done that, it'd been the coolest trick I'd done. But the fact I had just fucking ruined it. Like, trying to get really speedy ones again. So no, it's not a slap, is it really? They're not urethane, by the way. It's my own formula of wheel. Bam! And they glow in the dark. I am making urethane wheels at the moment. is an 85A, but the slip really shit. But these are 85A too. I mean, I know one looks more yellow, but it cures yellow. Right, it's amber, sorry. And obviously I thought biologically, I was trying to mix yellow with white to make an off-white. I did, then I added the off-white to this, and it came out yellow. I'm like, what? And I read it, I was like, oh yeah, it cures amber. So all I have to do is add white to the amber to make that off-white anyway. So by adding it off-white to yellow, just made it way more yellow. Which makes sense now. I mean, I didn't think of that beforehand, but still. And it doesn't even take literally like 5-6 hours to set. A full 24 to cure. I got a little bit dirty now, granted, but I love them, bro. I'm so excited. So sorry if I am missing any chat. Do a noise. I can do a noise. I can nollie quite high. I'm not gonna low. Switch the low to 50-50. Or whatever the fuck that was. It's funny because I like the harder ones, right? It's funny, flip tricks can be easier because controlling the ball more like that's maybe more difficult on a fingerboard, where definitely not the case on a skateboard. And also like the random flipping thing you can do on a fingerboard. I wish you could do that on a skateboard, that'd be amazing. It's like, bro, did you just land a laser? It's like, I don't even know, I just flicked. Imagine. That just would never happen. I mean, it may happen by accident, but you ain't getting that every time. So I'm just randomly flicking it and I'm getting this. Like, it's calculated, timed movements. Like, I was struggling to get more, but I had the varial heels and the hard flips on the fingerboard. And I've lost it. Oh, hard flip, there you go. It wasn't the cleanest. What's annoying is when I first started, I actually could nollie flip out of these. I just lost it. If you don't keep up with tricks, it's literally like skateboarding. You'll end up losing them a little. Is that a big one? Oh, there you go. This is a debate. Is this a 360 shover? That one definitely was. Or is it a tray or 360 flip? Because I can't seem to do a tray. I don't understand it. How the fuck do you do a tray on a fingerboard, man? It literally becomes a 360 shover for me. Or just a nollie flip body barrier. Because a disco flip would be. That's. I calling them a disco flip. Just, but it is, isn't it? Nollie flip. Blunt. So yeah, man, I actually make the fingerboards and skateboards. So it's funny because I actually found the tech decks. It's a wooden tech deck. No, so I knew about tech decks, but I didn't know about fingerboarding. As a skateboarder, I thought this was fingerboarding. Literally until about 2 years ago, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's it. I've got to try. I said Mike Schneider flat face fingerboards. Saw him do a kickflip to tail, and I was like, I've got to get this shit. And I took hours trying to land a kickflip, just one, and I got it finally. Not properly, it was more like a pressure flip. Here, because it was literally ended up probably popping. Oh, I'm not going to do it now, am I? Imagine my front finger's still on there, but I ended up popping the board pretty much with my back finger like that. See, that's what I mean. I've had so many people come through, and obviously I'm happy it's like nostalgia bait for people. But yeah, as I said, I made these boards up here. I really respect fingerboarders now. Not that I didn't respect them growing up, but I never understood. I thought it was just literally like, as I said, that I didn't realise people were actually doing tricks on the fingerboard. And I know it sounds stupid, because now it's kind of, well, it's just a miniature skateboard, but I'm thinking, how could you possibly do them? I guess throughout shoes and grip and the angling of your feet being curved so you could do heels and I guess skating's so time consuming as growing up as well, that I'm doing that with my mates, and fingerboarding's just not that popular here in the UK either. Like, it really is, to the point where I said to my mate who's a skater, "Oh, I made fingerboards," and he's like, "What's a fingerboard?" In the conversation about skateboarding, and so we're talking about skating anyway, because we're both skaters, and like, it's kind of, I would sit there and think, okay, skateboarding, we're talking about that, and he said fingerboarding. Is that something to do with your fingers in skating? Like, but he just had no idea. I was like, "Well, you've never heard of it?" And they looked into it as well. He was like, "That's fucking awesome." It is, isn't it? It really is. It's definitely a niche. But this is one of the boards I've engraved. It's terrible at the moment. It's not finished. It's another board I made. It's another engraved one. Oh, fucking hell, don't fall over. So it's actually got like, so that's stained and engraved, and then stained again, and engraved a bit more. These are going to actually be going up on the door soon. This one needs another coating, but this is it's not, you can still skate this 100%. It's like, they're not display boards, but I would say I'd use this one more as a display. It's a glow in the dark board, really bright, and it's like, it's an X-ray scan of a board that's gone up someone's ass. I just find the idea of that fucking hilarious. I don't know why. It's always thought credit carding yourself, and imagine going into the doctors and it's just like, that's what comes back. Like, what the fuck? And then, yeah, flipping to Get a Bird, the other one. Obviously, you know, Get a Bird is a nollie hard flip late 180. But yeah, so I wanted to make skateboards as well. I wanted to be a pro skater, but I had injuries like a slip disc, torn ACL, compound fracture, where the bone came out of my arm. So I started seeing that better on this camera, so I was pinned together. But this is where the bone came out. Tore my ACLs, tore my UCL, I always forget the names for all those flipping things. Meniscus, and then, yeah, slipped the disc in my spine. And now I'm on things like Lyrica and codeine. Lots and lots of codeine. I don't take them every day though, because honestly, that's what I mean. My point of it is, even when you go through shit, or turmoil, or lose whatever, sometimes life will knock you off course. And I wanted to be a pro skater, but I was good at art, and every time I tried to skate, it's like I had seizures too, but only from something called transient loss of consciousness. It's not epilepsy. And I've had one for like 2 years. I take my medication, but I wasn't aware of it. So many times I'd wake up and be like, "Oh shit, I fell off the board again," and knocked myself out. But it took one game of skate with a mate, and he was just like, I think we were at South Bank. I swear we were. But I came to, I was like, I bet you won in it. He was like, "No man, you actually had a seizure. You came off your board. You were shaking before you hit the ground." Because obviously he's watching what I'm doing. When you have a game of skate, you are going to do the same trick. And I said, we're going to slightly tweak them, because we were both literally not getting any letters back to back. We were both quite good at flat ground. And I said, "Look, let's take it to the mini ramp." And he was like, "Right." And then we done that, and we were doing fine. You got heel flip, or kick flip. So blunt. Can't get it on a fingerboard. I've landed it once or twice, but anyway, fake blunt to heel flip, fake it back in. Right, so I think it was on that trick that I went doing it for. I just don't remember anything. And I come to it, I said, "I bet you won." He was like, "Nah, man, you were shaking before you hit the ground. I think you had a seizure." I was like, "Oh fuck, really?" That kind of, because I thought the seizures would have been from brain damage, because obviously not wearing a helmet. There's actually like trauma and drinking and substance. So like, good life choices. I mean, but then, so I stopped skating, started taking my medication, which really made me drowsy. I didn't choose to stop skating like that. The medication made me like just not give a shit about anything anymore. Really, it's really bad. I know, what, 3 years ago now. So after about 7-8 years of not skating, I started skating again. I would do a trick on a skateboard, bro, but unfortunately I don't have the space. It's raining at the moment. I'll go get my board shaper, but I mean, I've got the impact boards. I'm going to try and engrave another board today, see if I can get the print working as well. So this is actually the board I'm currently skating. So it needs a bit of a clean, granted. But impact decks are incredible. Always got a shout out to them. Until I start skating my own soon enough. But I want to make mine like slightly waterproof at least as well. I'm just figuring out how I can coat the boards. Oh yeah, that's cool. I can do that. Why am I having a pre-made? There you go, little nollie flip. Oh. I'm so rusty today, bro. Honestly. Yeah, I can't get those. Wait. When someone says give you a shout out, I just want to scream. Ah! From where? Yeah, it's kind of best to be honest, yeah. What? Fingerboard or skateboard or making boards? Because I make, as I said, I personally would probably only skate if I didn't make the board still. I don't know. Actually, no, because I do enjoy fingerboarding. I just want to push myself so hard into it, but it was a long battle to make the boards. I've made 700 boards now, and I'll show people what they look like when I start making them. It's been over 700 now. Fair play, bro. What was I going to say? But unfortunately, I can't just donate people boards because it costs a lot of money. I spend a lot of time on art, spend a lot of time. So I started off looking like this, really bad and shit. It's just same wood, same mould, everything like that. Got a little bit better, but still struggled with getting the right shape. That was like 3 years ago now, and then finally arriving. How nice and thin and layered these decks are. Canadian maple. These ones are stained decks that are on the store. They need finishing, sanding off, but that's it. 2 types of green. That's my favourite one. It's like a jade, sort of like, it looks like, you know the Mask, Jim Carrey? It's like that sort of green, and it kind of looks like it's marble, like almost marble effect. So obviously going to sand it down a little bit, and then they're going to get another coating. Unfortunately, bro, I literally don't do streams with people because the amount of shit that it could potentially cause and then harm the business. Because it's not like, how do I describe it? Do you know when people go live on TikTok and they all chat together in parties and groups? Unless it was people I actually knew and I was working with and we were doing like over at TheSkate, but I actually knew the people or the people I'm sponsoring, then by all means. I'm not trying to be negative, even if it seemed like it could benefit my business, I don't want to risk it. Because last time I actually was going to go on a live, do a panel with somebody, they tried to spread shit about me, which clearly wasn't true. So, and then, well, I don't even know if that was 100% sure. If it was about me, but someone said something, and I tried to clear up, I was just like, I'm just going to remove the person. At the end of the day, the way I see it is it's probably like jealousy, because he's had his account 12 years, I've had mine, I don't know how long, but I've only started posting not even a whole year, and I've gone up, and I can't thank you guys enough, but like, what we at now, 1.6k, 1.5k, something like that. No, 1.4, I don't know, some shit. Oh, look, he thinks he's funny. I love it. Like, I haven't thought of that one before. Like, I haven't read the word addiction all the time. No, I'm just a businessman, bro. There's a difference. Everyone else could be taken from mug, but I wouldn't be. What's the time that I'm at? It is actually, what time is it? Good question. It is 9:54. And in literally half an hour, I'm going to go shop, and then I'll be back on for a little bit. So tempted to stain the decks just a little bit more. Or stain this one. I'll come back to that and think about it. Got his hand stain that bit too as well, because I wanted, if people wanted clear grip tape, I wanted it to look a bit like a leaf. It depends, bro. Ranging in cost. So I ship internationally as well. So stain decks are $24.99. The blank decks are $19.99. But they also come with stickers and a grip tape. Mystery packs, which are, I think there's only one mystery pack left, by the way. They're like 25% of that, but they can come with a board. Bear with. I mean, it could come with a board like this. It could come with, the mystery packs could come with any board I have in the store, and that's glow in the dark boards, like this one here. This one's a bit worn down now, but that's a better example. One like this, or pretty much any of the 100 other graphics I've got. More than that, though. Yeah, there's another one. That one needs another coating still. And then the sunset one. I mean, literally, I've got so many graphics. So the chance of you also getting a repeat in a mystery pack is very slim. So now some mystery packs by companies, they've got like 8 graphics to collect, and then you're probably going to get 10 of the same one. Yeah, like, you won't. I make sure they're in a nice rotation. Probably, yeah, realistically, for all my decks. The skateboards, the wheels, yeah, almost definitely. Like, other retail value, of course. I've got the labour and the time going into it. That's why, because it does take, I'll be honest with you, I think the fingerboards take a little bit more time in a way, because they're more pressure, like, because I hand do the boards as well. I don't have a mould to do one like that, or one that was shaped like the lighter. It was hand done. So they just, if people wanted custom boards like that, they take a little longer. But also I do the packaging here as well. I also make beanies and hoodies and jumpers and tops. So, and skate wax. We got grip tape. The full shebang, I would say probably close to that. And then wheels as well. Skateboard wheels. So the main thing I wanted to do with skateboards anyway, but I fell into it and it was like, oh, this is fun. And it became like, it's like a skateboard like snowboarding, but if anything, they're closer because the tricks are pretty much identical in name, other than like finger or foot, like a front finger impossible or a front foot impossible. There's a literal only difference I can find. It's all about pressure, it's flicking in the same, like almost catching the same pockets. It's the same shit, it really is. But yeah, the wheels are urethane 85A, but this is 85A too, but they're more grippy ones. This has got a few, you can hear it, like there's no grip. Even if I push really hard, it still slides really well. So you're about to do power slides, reverts, everything like that, but still also, because people just assume that like you know, the harder the rebound, so obviously the harder the wheel, easier the power slides, but then technically the wheels go slower because they absorb less impact. With these, they absorb more impact because they're still soft rubber, but you still get to do the power slides and reverts. But the measurements are literally down to 0.05, well, 1 to 5 of a gram, and if you get that off, then the whole wheel will go wrong, and it will end up like with air pockets like that where it goes thermic, and you won't be able to use it. So obviously testing the wheels as well. I need to get a pressure chamber. There's quite a few things I need to do, but getting the graphic on the wheel as well. It's funny because the company I'm going to be sending him to was like, "Can you print on them?" I was like, "No, but I'll try." Because this is what I'm like. I've got to try something. I'm very much I don't like to like, if I'm making something, I like to actually make it in person. I don't want to just like I'll do it, go to drawing board a bit, so to speak, and then I will try and make physical things because it almost motivates me more to. Sorry, wait 1 second. Fair play, brass, maybe. I wouldn't say it's probably that much, to be fair. I mean, technically the company going up in value, I mean, as a company. If I was to sell the company now and all its assets, the formulas I've got, I reckon it could make quite a bit of money, yes, because I could, like, but I wouldn't ever sell. It's my baby. But yeah, the boards come with. I'm also going to do temporary tattoos in them as well, like the custom ones that I like my graphics. So I'm also going to get into tattooing as well within the next month or so. I know I seem like I'm doing a lot, but it's just more saying in my spare time. But fair play, I can never. So anything arty is good fun. Do you know what I mean? Humans are meant to be creative. What was I going to say? Shit, my brain today, man. But there's a possibility because of the printers and I have a 3D printer too, so yeah, 3D printer's little kicker that says TheSkate Addiction in it, and it's like a PLA wood. It's going good, bro. How's you going? See, it's funny. So many people call me Skate. I forget people actually know my name. Kind of lie. How do you know my name? It's in the bio. It's in the bio. Always tell people, obviously. Oh my days. Did I add this jade one? I mean, I had some more yellow to it today, I think, though, because it needs just a little bit more. The lighting's not doing it any justice. It's like a weird green. What is that to it? Right. Okay. Yellow. So you can stain the decks technically before or afterwards. It wouldn't really matter. I mean, before you press the decks. But I feel like staining it before, you're just staining a whole piece of wood just to just cut some off. Kind of feels a bit pointless. Obviously, I have to stain the middle ones or the top plies or whatever. Well, what am I doing? That's cool. Might know that came a little bit. Might have added a bit too much yellow, but I can always go and add a bit more. Because it cures so fast, because it's fast drying acrylic paint. And the reason I love it on the paintbrush is you don't have to wash it off. It just dries, stains the brush, but doesn't do anything else. Like, it's then waterproof, so even if you try to, like, you get it wet with any other paints, it doesn't bleed out into it because it just fully cures. It just stains the bristles. Bristles. Brussels is the place. Bristles. Oh, my brain. But yeah, I got stands too. Like, I made this stand. But I'll be honest with you, I forget half the shit I've made now. It's 3 years of making stuff. I mean, I've made this ramp here, this half pipe with a metal coping. I made this little. Can you call it a manual pad? This is a bit of a fucking high manual pad. Metal coping on the edges. Pretty solid. Obviously, those just for me to keep it down. It's just, it was for me, it wasn't for sale. But it was just because I was like, fuck it, I can make these things. But if someone my point is, if you give me a math task, I've always said this, I'd be shit at it. I would, I get Forest 50p's and 20p, and I'm like, there you go. It's not my strong suit. Yeah, the stained decks have got funny names. I mean, go check. I think one's Bond Water Bluish. I've called them Ish, because then there's Reddish, Brownish. Because I don't know why, I just thought with the Ish and the hyphen, the fucking What time is it? Because I feel like my brain's already ebbing away from me. Cool then. Looking a little bit more jade. Actually is looking a bit better, that. But it was really hard to see in the light. That is fucking awesome. So I can really just make some really unique looking decks that are stained, and they're literally £5 more than a blank deck, or £4.99 more, something like that. I mean, I know which one I would get. Personally, probably a blank. Not because it's just cheaper. I think there's only one blank left anyway. But I mean, just because I do love the look of a blank deck. I think they look quite clean. I've got anti-wear graphics, rear-wear graphics, and glow-in-the-dark graphics. And if you want any more, just not from me, proof that they are popular. If you Google glow-in-the-dark fingerboards, mine is the 4th product to pop up underneath Black River on the whole internet. Doesn't matter where you Google it from. So I just feel like that speaks for itself. That's all I'm saying. I don't need to. Oh my god. Yeah. I've actually 3D printed quite a few things. A little ducky. I wanted to do like little holders like this. This group also couldn't do it because of like copyright issues like that. I want to get Creative Commons license and to do some graphics that like coincide with some other artist or popular art, but at the same time I really want to build it up off of the ground up, never using other commercialised art. Do you know what I mean? Just purely my own. It's a long shot because I mean a lot of people want to appreciate it, man. I really, you know what I mean, like going off of, I want a graphic to hit like the Screaming Handboard or the red dot like the Santa Cruz deck, like, or like Wet Willy, like World Industries. I just want a board to hit. You can't force it to hit that. That's why I just wrote 400 graphics in. It's honestly crazy. So, you want me to say aluminum, right? Right, it's aluminium, my guy. This stuff. Because if you actually read it, aluminium, aluminium. How the fuck do you get that from that? I don't even know. I guess they're both right. If you read it, you can kind of say both. Aluminium. Aluminium. Oh, fucking hell. I'm funny. I'm not. I just found that funny. Aluminium. I actually make this is used partly for these different things. I'm not going to go into too much into specifics. Fuck's sakes, I fucked myself up now. Pacifics. I'm not going to go into that. But yeah. I've done casting before though. Things like that, stonemasonry. I'm really liking the look of this now. It's like a jade, black and yellowy green sort of. I don't know why it's well, but it's given like a stone texture, like, do you know what I mean? Like marble. It looks marbleated. Marbleated? Is that even a word? Marbleated. Obviously, this is one of that set. And there's literally only one more of these boards, and I mean, that's only one in circulation. The other one I have. Marbled, yeah. That's the one. I charged the wings up there as well, because I mean, these are glow in the dark. Off-white to blue. And they're dual durometer. And they're not urethane either. I have to say, I'm making urethane wheels now because it's like I'm probably doing like an 80% proprietary blend of urethane. And the same with finger wheels. Like realistically, it's so hard to get the exact amount. It's such a small fucking thing. Like it really is. It's like one drip of a pet. Boom, that's your wheel done. It's a little bit wider than these ones for sure, but yeah. Pretty much the same, just like the drum and then. Oh shit! Bye bye. The proper screeches to the point where screeches on the wood up there as well. I appreciate that, bro. I love doing it because, like, my adoptive dad was like, "So do you buy the decks?" I was like, "No, I buy the wood and I press it in a mold, and then I stain it or I press the graphic on or like it's sort of part of said mold." I don't actually have any wood at the moment. It's kind of gutting. But yeah, I make my own stickers, packaging. I actually make the wax as well because I mean, let me find some wax. I've got some funny waxes there. This is a multi-pack of wax, but we've got gummy bears, oak leaves, and a chocolate bar. And that's the multi-pack. Where's the individual ones? It's got grip tape, nail files. We've got quite a few packs of the waxes actually. It's not evil or malicious or anything. You just get a cookie. I feel like that's what anybody would say. It's like, oh, it's totally not a cult. It's totally not a death cult. It's all fine. It's all about peace and love. We just need you to sign this freaking in it. I'm good. Bro, I'm part of my own little cult, bro. Skaters cult nowadays. It's like a big family though, isn't it? It's got this little piece. These are the individual waxes. It's obviously, this is the old logo. So now, I mean, that's like, it's vintage packaging in a way. I mean, it's not vintage, obviously, that's like over 20 years, but you know what I mean? Before it became that. Oh, did I show the tops and the jumpers and the beanies? Definitely I did. So there's a beanie. There's a hoodie. I've done tops too. Am I wearing one today? No, I'm just wearing a smart shirt. Obviously it needs a wash since it's been heat pressed, but yeah, it's pressed directly onto the fabric. Because I tell you what, there is nothing worse in my opinion than being a skater and having like that the vinyl on the shirt and you sweat through it. Absolutely grim. I love how it just chucks up down and just doesn't go on. I use my skateboard as a shelf. Well, I have a rack. It works wonders. Wait. I appreciate the sub, bro. Chocolate chip. Wait, sorry, bro, which one? Wait, that handhold. Sorry, bro, I'm literally. Do you mean this one? Or shit. I want to do handboards, saying because I thought you said handboards first. No, I have got some handboards, not mine. They're tech deck, so we're not going to give them the spotlight just for a second. Yeah. Right. I'm coming off in a minute, and then I will be back on. Let's try a trick. They're difficult. I'm not going to lie. Sick of me, I struggle like shit with these. But I guess they could be fun. But yeah, it's a wet willy one. But I think these would be awesome to be able to have live graphics on a larger deck. And handboards. So like having like and then a skateboard as well. Wait, I don't know that reference, bro. How think it's cool. People get these crazy high hooks on you. And to be fair, it's the same as like fingerboard, and I couldn't do jack shit on it. I've got two of these. I've got this one, the Wet Willy. So I've got a Love Wild Industries bro, and this one, and then a Screaming Handboard. They're just awesome because look at the decals on the side of it. I'm pretty sure these are Spitfires. No, they're Slime Balls. Ah, Slime Balls. Have people seen Bam's new ones that have come out? Bam's new Slime Ball ones, like, I think they're Slime Balls, aren't they? I believe they are. But yeah, Slime Balls on them. And they're actually rubber, like they're urethane as well. I think they're urethane. They might actually, no, I'm convinced these are probably urethane, to be honest. Yeah. See, I'm not gonna lie, the logo I've done actually looks similar, I guess, to a Slime Ball. But theirs is like fire, and all the splash where mine's just going to be dripping like my logo. And they're called Janky. I call them Jankies. Well, someone suggested the name Jankies for me, so shout out to that person. Well, partly it's because of my name. What am I doing? Well, I'm coming off now, just for briefly. I'll be back in 20, well, probably a little bit longer than that actually. I'm going to the bigger shop to go and get some cake making stuff. My partner. What time is it though? Right, I've got 15 minutes to sort of wrap things up and get ready to leave. It doesn't affect it. It doesn't make the boards waterlogged or anything because it dries so quick. And whereas it almost evaporates and it's not actually water, it's ink. I don't really know what's going on there, but yeah. But it means it'll wear down nicer as well. Because if it's stained all the way through, you've got to wear on the fingerboard. You have to wear through that first ply, which can be an honest nightmare. It's not body weight on it. So if you want real wearing stained graphics, you kind of want to stain it like I have, because trying to find one. There you go. You can see where it's actually started to wear away there at the top, where stuff's rubbed against it. Obviously, it will have a clear coat over it, so it will lock it into place better. It's not just going to wear off from a few board slides. It will still be very durable. But one like this, for example, that was actually, you see that when you wear through this layer, because it's actually the whole layer is stained. It's like watermelon. Well, it tried to be. I was going to watermelon slice, but I ended up doing a banana leaf again. Hello, welcome. What was I saying? Yeah, if you wear through this, there's like a brown leaf, like a brown. It would look like it's wearing like a leaf that's dying. And obviously that was, if you look close, you can see it was hand stained because the lines are a little bit off in some areas. But that was honestly a fucking nightmare because it bleeds out. So I was trying to do it literally like millimetre by millimetre. I'm the sort of person that's like, even when something's really hard to do, I will just take even longer with it and give it the time rather than be like, it's not possible, it's not doable. Because it will be. There'll be a way to get it done. I believe there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I mean. But anyway, what am I going to do? A few more tricks, wrap it up, and then yeah, I'll be heading off. And then I'll be back in like, probably take me a good half an hour, 45 minutes at least. But I just want to, that looks awesome. I'm going to call it Jade-ish. Is that Jade? That's Jade, isn't it? Like greeny, black, marble. Oh, there you go. Switch foot winter fucking days. Switch, nose blunt, kick flip, no, nollie flip, board slide. Was that a Nah, I can't. That's a board slide. Alright, okay. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. As I said, I'll be back soon-ish. Hopefully I'll be still awake after this walk, so I can mile at half race. It's quite a long journey. Saving the universe, acting like I'm saving the world by like driving, but realistically it's because I use medical broccoli in the UK. They have a temper tantrum when you do, even though it's prescribed it. I mean, obviously, if you use it over the amount, they don't even care about that. Like, you still just get taken to court. They'll let you away with it, but they still waste your time in court, and then you might have to pay court fines anyway. Like, it's just, how can we make money from these people? Any way we can. Let's just fucking charge them for breathing. Fuckers, like, actual assholes. Whoa. But I really want a low, sagged out nollie flip out. Like that. That's what we wanted. What can I do? A regular acid festival. No. Kickflip. I've lost it. Right, anyway, I'm back. Bear with. Ring my bell. Stay. I don't know where I need to read them. I'm alright. Right, okay, I'm not doing that then. That's it. Hands alright. 50-50 switch flip. Oh, this is a blunt. No. Clean. I'm gonna get obsessed with doing the same trick now. Trust me, it's beautiful. I've done the same with skateboarding. I'd rather have one good trick down or a few unlocked than stretching to get, you know, loads of random tricks, but just sloppily. Is there any way to add steez to fingerboarding? I don't think so. Maybe like a side hand. Sorry, it's annoying showing me. How long do you want fingerboarders fingerboard for? Stay consistent. I have no fucking clue. I sit there and I'm like, yeah, I've done 6 hours, that's enough in one day. And the next day I can't do shit. Ow. Yeah, it's just sharp. It's just splinters. It just scratched me on my leg. Didn't really hurt though, to myself, I say that. Yeah, on those ones. More of an inconvenience. Foot plant. Finger plant. Fingerprint. I reckon that's what it should be called, is a fingerprint. Do you know what I mean? But essentially that's what I thought fingerboarding was, just grabbing the board. Did you know fingerboarding you could do tricks?
Never gave it a thought.
That's what I mean, neither did I never actually thought about it.
Probably gathered you probably could if you were good enough.
my I make skateboards, and I'm also a massive fan of skateboarding. So I made that. I made this one, but this is engraved. These two. That's a glow in the dark board of a board that's gone up someone's ass on an X-ray scan. So they've landed credit card or something. So they'll be up on the store probably some point this week. Well, I don't know what day is it? Friday. Yeah. By next week. I'm going to have them. But it is going to be like, I'm going to put on the glow in the dark one at least, sort of display board. You can still skate it, it's completely skateable. But obviously if the glow in the dark gets damaged in any way, then it's not really on me. That's displayable, but the quality of the wood's still Canadian maple and it's good enough to skate, strong enough to hold a full grown adult doing your lips and your board slides. And then there's this one, which I haven't finished engraving yet. It's going to have like beams of light coming through the clouds, like, and then I'll see, not like childish ones, but like where the sun's got a smile on its face and little lines coming off it, but like try and make the beams look. It's hard to engrave, but I'm engraving it because it's a diamond circular cutting tool, which is for cutting. What? You bitch.
You finished the
No.
rainbows.
Some fell on the floor.
And?
Well, I'm gonna eat them. Put them in the bin. Frankie got like 2, but she got one. No, she didn't eat them. She was like, no, go ahead. She was like, well, yes, I ain't got any yet. They're on the floor. I'm like, no, you can do it in your mouth. Something dog is obsessed with human food.
She's obsessed with humans if you're the right one.
Yeah, not me.
I look like Granny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's my time to. Where we roll?
It's prepared. It just needs to take.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come back looking at more. I mean, not really needing the warm up anymore. I say that, I'm going to come back with this shit again. Well, I'm arguably shit right now. It's like, but that's what I don't like about skateboarding clips and finboarding clips. People just think you're landing the trick like 90% of the time. It's just not the way. Like some of them, like I'll say I land this one. Oh, okay, no, this one. First time lucky? Sort of. Oh, fuck. Okay, I just completely ignore what I said. You can see it's close, right? So just after a little bit of warm up, I'm like, okay, it must be kids who have done this since they were like, I don't know, 5. Someone said once to me, like, they're like, yeah, I started fingerboarding when I was like 4. I was like, the fuck? It's a bit of a small toy. I know they say 3 years old, do you know what I mean? For like small objects to chew on. Yeah. But, you know, and it's fair enough, say 4, old enough to have the toy. If you're not also you can like eat whatever, because I know there's probably still kids that would do. But how do you have the patience for that?
Because you probably find that they're older people, aren't they? And they don't have technology to ruin their attention span.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah. That's why I mean I've not let it ruin my attention span. I've stopped gaming, so I got so bored of it. It's not It's not like fulfilling enough. Do you know what I mean? I'd sit there and listen to like Planet Earth or Planet Earth. What the fuck is that thing called? Like just a podcast or something about random ass facts. That's why I know so much pointless shit. I just ate a lemon. Fair play. Normally when the punchline of a joke comes. lemons. Yeah. Couldn't even see the top either, which is funny. Actually, could you? Maybe. Actually, no, I feel like you wouldn't be able to figure out that as a lemon. And sick of ill. You just wait, you ill? That's pig. How do you get better thing? Yeah, fingerboarding for other people is so. It's funny because it's nostalgic for them, but for me it's not. Because I mean, tech decks, yes, I remember them. I remember the ads for tech decks. I had tech decks, I think. But I didn't know you could fingerboard. Like, I didn't know what fingerboarding was. I thought this was it. Like, I would fit the board like that. Not actually like. I know that sounds logical, but as a skateboarder, I mean, I just didn't have the time. I really don't. Like, it's so. By the time I was 16, I had varial hills and hard flips down. Get over. Well, I landed 2 of those, but that's like a trick that I wanted to have on what nollie hard flip late 180. Such a clean looking trick. Anyway, I'm gonna piss off now. Peace, love. I'll catch you guys back. It's a good way of saying it, because I have to. Alright, I'll be back in probably like 45 minutes or an hour, do you reckon? Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate the sport. Catch you on the next one. Peace, love.